Sometimes instead of long, winding romances, you just need some short and simple ones. So here are 10 12-episode romance animes you can binge watch. Let's go. Number 10, My Wife Has No Emotion.
みなちゃんにとって僕って何？
たくま様は夫です。
なんで？
Time for some AI waifus. Takuma Kosugi is your average office guy, overwhelmed by work and household chores. To make life easier, he buys a second-hand housekeeping robot named Mina. One night, after a few drinks, he jokingly suggests she should be his wife. Surprise, surprise, Mina takes it seriously, and they start living together like an actual married couple.
みなちゃん。
たくま様は座って待っていてください。
はい。
The whole stoic wife-girlfriend thing has been done in the past, but this has a special charm to it just because of the characters. Takuma's awkward charm and Mina's quirky emotional growth keeps things balanced, which means each time they are on screen, there's something special to see. This is also a slice of life anime you can watch while sipping a cup of coffee or eating a box of chocolates because it radiates that good old wholesome energy. Number 9, Hokkaido gals are super adorable.
綺麗だ。あ、今のはその。
ちょっとやめれよ、そういうの。嫌なんだけど。
Tsubasa Shiki leaves busy Tokyo for snowy Hokkaido, thinking it'll be a fun winter adventure. Instead, he gets smacked by freezing wind and bad directions until he meets Minami Fuyuki, a bold local gal who walks around like the cold doesn't matter. Then he finds out she's in his class and sits beside him. With her upbeat energy dragging him along, he learns fast about rough winters and the eye-catching girls who live there.
本当ですか？待ちます。いやー、助かった。あなたがいなかったら本気で死んでたかもしれません。ありがとうございます。
別に何もだけど。
There have been animes centered around the gal trope like My First Girlfriend's a Gal or More Than a Married Couple, but there's been no anime with an entire cast of gals. So if you're a gal fan, then this slaps you in the face and keeps slapping. The cast and their goofy moments keep me smiling without turning anything slow or dull, and there's an extra bit of fan service for those who seek it. Overall, this is a nice 12-episode gal anime. Number 8, Yano-kun's Ordinary Days.
そういえば矢野くんの素顔初めて見るかも。肌が綺麗。いや、もう好き。
Kyoko Yoshida is the steady class president who gets thrown off when Tsuyoshi Yano, the biggest klutz around, shows up in her class covered in fresh bruises. She can't ignore him, so she starts keeping an eye on him every chance she gets. From walking him home to fixing his latest scraped knee, her worry slowly shifts into something warmer, and before long, it turns into love.
ごめん、ほんと気持ち悪いことをしてしまって。
そうだったの。優しいんだね。
This is still airing, at least if you're watching this video in November 2025. And like I've mentioned in my first impressions video, this one seems to keep the romance fast-paced while still keeping things wholesome. Besides, Kyoko's non-stop effort to help Yano through his endless stumbles comes across sweet and honest without trying too hard. If you like light rom-coms that stay fun, this story delivers. Number 7, Tomo-chan is a girl.
全然臭くねって。
バカ、書くな。
むしろお前なんかいい匂いが。
We're moving into tomboys because why the hell not? Is Tomo-chan a girl? Well, yeah, she is, but her crush doesn't see her as one. Tomo and Jun are considered the best and toughest bros who stick to each other through thick and thin. Things start to change when our cute Tomo-chan falls in love with Jun. But since Tomo always acts like a boy, our guy always treats her like a guy. Now Tomo needs to convince Jun that she is actually a girl.
急にお前こそなんだ。
かかってこい。
上等だ。
待て、タイム。
お前が来いって言ったんだろ。
やめろってんだろうが。
This may start off as a generic rom-com, but as you watch it, you start to realize this anime twists a few tropes here and there. Usually we get tomboy female characters as side characters, but this one drops one right at the center. And just like every rom-com, the main element of success in this show is the characters. We've got the tomboy, the oblivious guy, the best friend with a sadistic personality, and a couple of other side characters who make this anime fun to watch. Number 6, Seventh Time Loop, the villainess enjoys a carefree life married to her worst enemy.
やはり相当な使い手のようだな。その剣術、一体どこで身につけた？
Riche Irmgard Weitzner has dealt with all kinds of chaos, filled romances, embarrassing family drama, and even dying early in several past lives. This time, she just wants a simple, no-mess life, but of course things get tricky fast. Arnold Hein, the prince who once ended her life, suddenly wants to marry her. To avoid repeating disaster, Riche has to figure out whether saying yes helps her uncover his dangerous plans before everything falls apart.
申し訳。
ずいぶんな勢いで突っ込んでる。
Time loops and villainesses aren't anything new, but this one stands out because the main character has been through 6 wild lives, giving her plenty of know-how for dealing with big problems. She's confident, smart, and really hard to overlook. Her connection with Arnold shifts from stiff political strategy to a real team effort, which is much better than your regular villainous romance. If you want an original villainous anime, give this one a go. Number 5, The Foolish Angel Dances with the Devil.
人間でもこんな子がいるのか。 なんだ今のは。この心を満たす甘酸っぱい感情。
Demons are getting wrecked in the heavenly beatdown, so they send Akutsu Masatora to Earth pretending to be a normal high school kid. His task is to find someone who can help flip the war. Then he meets Lily Amane, the ideal pick, except she happens to be an angel. Before he knows it, he's catching feelings for the one person he's supposed to fight. And Lily isn't exactly the wholesome and cute angel either.
ちっちっち、そうではない。貴様を監視下に置いた上、我の仕事に協力してもらうことにした。
は、仕事?
The anime pulls off the enemies to lovers setup in a way that actually feels fun. Now, the word fun might be subjective since Lily's personality shifts from cute and wholesome to tough and dominating real quick, but the wholesomeness and their chemistry is still there. The angel vs. demon battles also look way better than you'd expect from a romance show. I'd recommend watching the first episode, and if you love it, you'll love the rest of the show. Number 4, dealing with Mikadono sisters is a breeze.
いってらっしゃいなんてただの挨拶さ。でも悪くなかった。
The Mikadono sisters, Miwa, Nico, and Kazuki, rule Saika Academy in shogi, karate, and theater, but they barely talk anymore. Then Yu Ayase, a regular guy with a famous mom as an actress, ends up living in their messy home with one goal: help them feel like a real family again. He just wants to continue his mother's wish by forming a family, but the sisters soon start to fall for his kindness. なんだこの間抜けな面は。 Man, it's been ages since I've watched a good romance anime, and this does a lot of things right. The personalities of the 3 characters are distinct and charming, and since there are only 3 girls this time, the first season manages to give each of them a nice and wholesome character arc as well. I'm currently reading the manga because it's even more wholesome, and all I can say is don't judge an anime by its poster, or the first 3 minutes because you'll probably think this is a boys' love anime. Number 3, 365 Days to the Wedding.
サプライズ。びっくりした？みんなで準備したんだから。ほらほら、2人は真ん中に。本日の主役。
Takuya Uhara and Rika Honojuji work in a Tokyo travel agency and mostly keep to themselves, totally fine with their quiet routines. Then the company drops a huge announcement about opening a branch in Alaska and sending one single employee there, which throws both of them off. During a random day off, they meet, realize they're stressing about the same thing, and come up with a goofy idea: pretend to be engaged for a year so neither gets shipped off.
アンカレッジの夏の気温知ってますか？18度です。ちょっと肌寒い。ではなくて。
I always kind of like the trope of pretend couple slowly falling in love, and since Rent-A-Girlfriend keeps disappointing me, I have to watch shows like this to cope with it. But what grabbed me about this anime is how it shows adult relationships in a messy but believable way without leaning into the tired tropes. The connection between Takuya and Rika builds through natural moments tied to their choices, and it's nice to see their feelings become mutual. Number 2, Aoya sometimes hides her feelings in Russian.
うわー、マジでつくよみ様だ。
А у меня что? Не серебристые волосы? Изменник.
Grab your Russian accents and call Putin because we've got the perfect Russian waifu. Sea-Ray Academy is where Japan's top students end up, and Aya Kujo, the half-Japanese, half-Russian girl, is a super-focused treasurer who always seems on task. Masachika Kuze, meanwhile, barely tries at school and drifts through each day. Aya secretly likes him and slips in Russian hints, not knowing he actually understands everything thanks to his old friend from Russia.
じゃあ履かせて。どうしたの？
いやどうしたのってむしろお前がどうした？
ソックスを取ってくれたお礼よ。あなたにとってはご褒美で
What
す。
grabbed me first was the art. I mean, it looks amazing. The kind you notice right away. And what grabbed me second was Aoya herself. I mean, come on. What's not to like about a girl who passes hints in a different language? Besides, the rest of the characters are nice too. From the loud otaku sister to the soft-spoken sister. I don't like the whole school election arc, to be honest, but don't worry. Season 2's coming, and we'll be enjoying some wholesome moments back again. Number 1, a sign of affection.
私の世界に何の脈絡もなく現れたこの感情のやませ方なんて。
Yuki Itose, a hearing-impaired college student, keeps to herself, sticking to a simple routine and short messages. Things change when she meets Itsumi Nagi, a world-traveling friend of her buddy Rin. His easygoing way of treating her quiet nature makes her feel understood, and the two slowly grow closer. And little by little, the two push each other to see the world in new angles.
Bike, びっくりした。
Watching this anime felt like eating a warm box of chocolates while cuddling with a pillow. It's gentle without being boring, and the romance works because it doesn't need huge twists to feel real. Yuki and Itsumi fit together in a way that feels natural, and it's nice to see Nagi pulling Yuki out of her bubble and showing there's more to the world. The main pair is literally why I love this anime so much, and if you like well-written shoujo anime, give this one a go.